All right, looks like we are live. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to day 74 of Vibe Coding an App Until I Make $1 million. We have a lot to do today. There's a lot on the plate, but I have written up on the whiteboard here, again, one of my favorite quotes, whatever it takes, because in order to succeed, in order to achieve your goals, you have to be willing to do whatever it takes. I think that that's very, very important to really ingrain in your mind to be able to do whatever it takes to achieve the goals and the missions that you have. So with that being said, let me do a couple things on my end to get the stream started, and we'll get this going. Let me drop the link in the Discord. If you have not already joined the Bridgemind Discord, make sure you do so. And guys, I have a lot to announce. So this morning, I actually made a YouTube video. If you haven't seen it, make sure that you go watch it, because the title of the video is here. I'll just pull it up. Where is it? Let me pull it up, because I want to talk about this to get us started this morning. I think it's very, very important. So let me pull this up. So let me just go over my channel real quick, and we'll take a look at it. So the one that I'm talking about is this one right here. So the title of the video is I invested $25,000 into Bridgemind building a vibe coding super team. So I am officially announcing that I have invested an additional $25,000 into the company. And in this video, I go over what that looks like. In the description of this video, you can go to the link, bridgemind.ai/jobs, and we now are hiring for 2 positions. We're hiring 2 vibe coders, and then I also need a video editor, and I'm hiring for a video editor as well. So, I just kind of want to take a step back and talk a little bit about this. So, everything that you guys have seen up to this point, I used to play chess a lot. And in chess, there's kind of like 3 stages to a chess match, all right? It's the opening, the middle game, and then the end game. And this first, 74 days really was just my opening. There is a ton of stuff that's happening behind the scenes that you guys will learn about as time passes. But from what I see in the perspective that I have is things are looking up for the Bridgemind community. So if you have not already joined the Discord, if you have not already joined the community by liking and subscribing, make sure you do so. Jesse Pinkman, what's up? Welcome. Jesse Pinkman was first today. Welcome. Hypertech, what's up? The Awakened, what's up? Garfield, what's up? Abdul, what's up? Welcome in, guys. Good to see you. The next phase. So, the phase that we're now in is we, in my opinion, have now transitioned out of the opening, and we are now in the middle game. And the middle game is where you can make the biggest plays. It's where the biggest changes are going to happen. The middle game is where, the pendulum swings, right? So there's going to be a lot of things happening around here over the next couple months. But yes, just to, reiterate, I have invested in additional, my first investment was $5,000. There's still, I think like $3,000 left because of the revenue offsetting some losses. But the initial investment was for $5,000, and the second follow-up investment was for $25,000. And the reason it was for that amount is because we're now in the middle game, and we now need to start scaling the company. And the company has tremendous assets in IP in ViewCreator. Even though ViewCreator is not making a tremendous amount of revenue, I have a vision for the company and for the product that I truly believe in. And I need more vibe coders and developers to come onto the team. So with that being said, let's pull up chat here. I'm gonna lower the desk here. We're gonna sit for a bit. Looks like the iPhone cam isn't connected over there. I'm gonna have to reconnect it on stream. But let's take a seat. I'll pull up chat here so I can see what you guys are saying. But welcome in. Welcome to another day to make progress. Max, how's it going? Extram, yep, just the beginning. Thank you, J35. I'm going to pin the Discord link. Thank you. Ryan, how's it going? What's up? Jesse said he just watched the video. We're in the next phase for Bridgemind 100%. Let's go, Jesse. Andrew said, sent my resume, have built web apps, mobile apps, would love to join the team. Awesome, James. Andrew James, thank you. Linux, what's up, man? We've been a crazy ride thus far. Yeah, 100% Linux. I mean, Linux has been here since day one. So Linux, crazy to think that Linux has been here since, when I was wearing sunglasses and a hoodie. And, how far it's come. But let's get everything going. Let's get everything launched. And I want to talk about a couple things that we're going to be working on today. Sam Stone said, I feel like scaling the dev team is where vibe coding may become messy, as the Git diff could get messy. I mean, if you're working with developers that have been part of a team before, and you have good leadership, if you have good organization, if you work together as a team, that's where things are overcome. And, as you guys know, as you guys get to know me a little bit better, at the end of the day, I am a leader. And, it's interesting because, when I was at college, people love to put on their resumes that they're a leader or all this stuff, but not everybody is a leader. But early on, I found that I did have leadership abilities when I was younger, and you guys can tell that, hey, at the end of the day, naturally, I am a leader, and I'm going to be leading this team, and I think some of the best leaders are the ones that lead from the front of the battle. I'm not going to be a person that leads from the back, if you guys know what I'm saying. I will be leading the charge, and I don't think anything's going to stop the team. I'm very excited to see who comes onto the team. I already did check out some resumes, so we'll be following up with everybody accordingly, but I'm very excited for that. Max, thank you. I'll start the poll. Appreciate it. Yeah, if you guys, I'm starting a poll. Make sure you guys like the video. Yeah, the hackathon winners will be announced today. I don't know if it's going to be on the stream, though. It may end up being off stream, just because we're going to have a lot going on today, and I haven't actually had the time or opportunity. I mean, guys, I wake up at 5 a.m., and I'm going from, the very start of the day. I'm just, going. So, I literally have not had downtime since I woke up this morning, and it's already 11:45 a.m. my time. So I need to get to the bugs, but I don't know if we're going to get to them on stream. You know what model has been performing very bad for me lately is Sonnet. Sonnet 4.5 has been not doing good. Nah, how's it going? And Ricky, what's up? Okay, so Sam Stone just asked, where can we add resumes? So you can go to Bridgemind. So go to Bridgemind, and then Bridgemind, there's now a tab up here called Jobs. If you go to Jobs, you will be able to see the jobs here. But let's get this running. And then give me 1 second, because my FBI cam is all messed up and I want to get it working. So okay. So let me get this working. You guys are gonna see black for a second. Okay, you guys can't see me, but just give me 1 second here. All right, hold up here. All right, there we go. All right. All right, cool. Let's go. Let's get it. All right, this start. Okay, let's see, chat. So, Hypertech said, have you tried hiring on Fiverr? Yeah, so I'm not going to be hiring from randos on Fiverr. I think that the best move is, we already have, I don't know if you guys were at the, if anybody was able to make it to the project sharing, but we had a project sharing event, and I'm not kidding. There was, I don't know if he's even on the stream, but there was somebody that was showing a AI agentic coding tool, and I could just tell that he was brilliant. And, I think that we actually have all the people that we would potentially need to hire onto the team inside of the community itself. So instead of going on and hiring some random person off of Fiverr, why would I not hire from the community that is involved in the project and knows exactly what's going on? Why would I have some random person that has no connection to the mission and to the vision when I can hire somebody that you know, has been a part of that? Yeah, right? So that's my thinking on it. Is I'm not going to go hire some random person. Yeah, Bleed. So Bleed NLTC, what's up? So he's actually in the chat on stream. Big shout out to him. I was very, very impressed. And I mean, yeah, I was like, how old are you, by the way? Because I could tell that he was young. And he was like, I'm 15. And I was like, oh my gosh, this kid's like a genius. So pretty cool to see some of the people that we have in the community. So with that being said, let's open up our browser and begin testing. Let's go to browser here. Hypertech. Yeah, Optic. Yeah. Zuhaib, how's it going? Welcome. Yeah, so Abdul said that Sonnet 4.5 has been buggy too much, that fixing complex features is an issue. Yeah, Sonny Gabriel said that you're a video editor, then definitely apply. Yeah, if you're a video editor or if you are a vibe coder that's interested in joining the mission, please do. As you guys know, this morning I invested an additional $25,000 into Bridgemind. So we are taking this company to the next level. And everything that you guys have seen up to this point has really just been the very beginning. I was talking to some of our internal community managers today, and I just mentioned that, you know, hey, when you compare how far that Bridgemind has come in the past 3 months compared to any other startup that I've been a part of, it has by far been the best performing startup to date. I mean, we have a massive community built. Yeah, Oren Dev, yeah, 25,000. On what? So we're going to be hiring, and I am calling it, I'm literally calling it a vibe coding super team. That's what I'm calling it, because, hey, you guys know what I'm about. You guys get to see, I mean, you guys probably see about 25% of the work that I put in, 25%, I would say. And, you know, I need a team, I need people, and I'm interested in working with people that share that same mindset, that have that same work ethic. So we do have some bugs. There's an important bug that I wanted to address early in the morning here. From Code with Abdul, there was one that I definitely wanted to address early here. Yeah, the hackathon has now ended, by the way. So we're going to have to be looking at a bunch of different bugs today. But one that I just wanted to address very, very early here is this one here from Code with Abdul. All right. Review this critical bug that I'm getting. When I try to access the sidebar, it pops up this error. Yeah, Code with Abdul, that's the one that I tested and I saw it too. Pinpoint what is causing this and then fix it. I mean, yeah, and at the end of the day, I think that, hey, when we do have a team, it's a team of 2 is what I'm looking to build. And how it's going to work is I'm going to be having conversations with a lot of people. And really how I hire mainly is off of gut. I can get a pretty good feel about a person just by having a simple conversation with them through just gut. And, you know, I'm not looking for a bunch of like qualifications. I don't care about your degree. I don't care about a lot of things that a typical organization would care about. But yeah, 2 people. NS, what's up? NS is in the chat. Okay, Michael said, how long did it take you to get approval from Meta and Google for the post and video flags via their API? So yeah, so right now we actually are not approved yet, and that's one of the things that's gonna hold us back, is that we don't have approval yet, okay? for Meta and Google and we're gonna try and get TikTok today. So actually, while we're working on some of these things, I actually want to show you guys. Also, we're gonna be working on this a little bit because I think it's a big sell point. So check this out. So over on TikTok, video highlights. I was working on this last night, and I now have it so that we do have some video highlighting features. And I will say this, guys. I am continuously impressed by Claude Code. So if I go to Claude and I just do a resume here, I want to show you guys a little bit of I was literally working until 10:30 last night, and I had a stream last night, vibe coding, no talking, and even when I ended the stream, I was still, working. I can't stop working. I just love what I do too much. Mom had said, "Hey man, hope you're good. Amazing the progress you've reached." Thank you, Mohammed. Appreciate it, man. Zuhaib said, "I saw your video. I'm just curious, why are you hiring more people for ViewCreator or to build new apps? And are you mainly looking for vibe coders, even those without technical background?" Yeah, so really what I look for, I don't care if, I am looking for people that that are going to be more experienced than I am. I like to hire up. So I don't want to hire somebody that has less experience than me that I need to babysit. I'm actually looking to do the exact opposite. I'm looking to hire people that actually are smarter than I am, so that number one, I can learn from them, and number two, that they'll fit into the team. But a big portion of what I look for in hiring is I look for work ethic and I look for drive. And when I was hiring for Bright Choice, we were looking for some additional engineers, and we were hiring, and this one guy was talking about, how he wanted 130,000 and how, he just came across as real arrogant, okay? This guy came across as real arrogant. He had worked at Salesforce, if you guys are familiar with that. Also, let's test this real quick. So yesterday I was working on the video highlights. So all you have to do is, for example, I can click a URL here, and we're gonna work on this a little bit today. But if I go here, then I can go to YouTube and I can just drop this video in. And once you drop the video in, you can do import and clip. So what happens next is it's actually going to queue up a job there, and it's going to be able to create short form clips that are meant for TikTok. But I just started on this, and it's got a long way to go. Jesse said, "I don't have much real projects to add in my resume, but I've built a few tools for Linux, which is on my GitHub, built with AI. I'm gonna refine my resume and post it in Bridgemind." Nice, Jesse. That's awesome. Yeah, I'm excited to see it. Hyper said, "Tell me the programming languages that are in your demand for programmers for your project." Definitely, yeah, TypeScript. But it's more so. I think that project experience is a lot. That matters a lot. But work ethic is huge. Work ethic is probably the number one, because guys, I'm at the point where I'm ready to take 0 days off from working for probably the next 6 months to a year. I'm not interested in taking weekends off. I'm not interested in taking any days off. For me personally, okay? So that's the perspective. That's who, you would be working with, is somebody that, doesn't take any days off and works about 10 hours a day, 10 to 12 hours a day. And, I think that culture, it's based in, a culture, and the mission is the goal, right? And I think that when you have your life is focused on accomplishing a mission and it has that purpose, I think that means everything, okay? So, when you join the Bridgemind team, you should know that it's going to be a team that is very, very driven and focused on its mission. So let's check this out. Hello everyone, and welcome back to another video. You can see the title of the video, and I've known that this was coming for a while now, but I just wanted to officially announce it to everybody in the Bridgemind community to share that I have personally invested. Okay, so a couple things with this. So this is just very, very beta. Zuhaib, as essentially, are we going to be working on more projects or working on ViewCreator? So the main vision, the main thing that you guys are going to be working on with me is ViewCreator, okay? The people that join the team, it's going to be ViewCreator. That is a, in my opinion, it's probably a, you could scale that up. to an insane number. So ViewCreator is the main mission, but there's also other things that we're going to be working on as a team that are top secret. Review this even in more depth. Note that right now I'm not a big fan of the captions, as it does not emphasize the word being spoken, and it also has a black background on the captions. This is not a best practice. Search the internet and learn what the best practice is to integrate this word emphasizing logic, as well as coming up with better styling for the captions. Also note that right now clips are all only 15 seconds. That should not be the case. Clips should not just be 15 seconds and that is it. Clips can be any length. It's just that we're trying to clip moments from a long form video that can be viral in short form clips. So the system should be able to pick up on viral moments from a long form video based off of the transcript and clip accordingly, not just clip random 15-second clips. Think deeply and then create a plan in a README. Okay, so J35 said, Mirror Cure, how's it going? Okay, J35 said, I think the requirements for hiring should also include that the person should do at least 100 push-ups a day. Yeah. MMO, or more fancy name, milking algorithm? I don't get it. Yeah, J35, excited to see the Vibe Coding Super Team. Yeah. Na said, yes, his project can be built with extension agent. I'm working on it, hoping it can open source. Hypertext said, yes, someone who has been following what you have been doing and experienced at video editing with good reviews, plus someone who is very intelligent and hardworking. Yes. Where do they contact you, by the way? Yeah, so you can apply at bridgemind.ai. There is now a jobs link. I already have gotten quite a few applications this morning. So Vibe Coder, video editor, it's just at Bridgemind. You can go to jobs here, and those two jobs are currently being offered, and you can submit your resume. So, like, for example, if you go here and you click apply now, you're going to be able to fill out your information and submit it here, your resume here, and it'll upload for me to take a look at. So, Amrazak, how's it going? Welcome. Okay, so there's a lot that we want to work on today. One thing that we need to do is we actually need to finish up. I think that there's something very critical that we're going to need to finish up, okay? And it's this. We need to finish up. Let's actually write some of these goals down. Let's go move the desk up a bit and then write some goals down for today. So, one of the number one goals that I want to accomplish today, and also, are you guys hearing the music on your end? It doesn't look, hold on. Like this one for some reason doesn't have the music. I don't know why. Oh well. Well, let's talk about goals. All right, today's goals. All right, so today's goals. So number one, TikTok integration, okay? And then number two is the X integration. Okay, and why are these on the list? Why are they on the goal list? Why are they number 1 and 2? Well, there's two levels, okay? There's actually so there's one circle and then two circles, okay? This one is actually getting code working in dev. And then number 2 on this is approval, and push into prod working. So what's going to happen, okay, is ViewCreator is obviously being taken to the next level, okay? And, if I'm going to go right here and, we're going to talk about, the long-term goals of Bridgemind, which is that January 1st, we've talked about it before. So right now, one of our community manager actually of Bridgemind, I had a conversation with him. He's a very smart, intelligent guy. Linux thing. You may have seen him around. we were having a conversation, and he actually gave me a tidbit of knowledge that really, really got me thinking, okay? And what he said was, hey, we're coming up on the holiday season here, and I think that what you should do, and he pretty much gave me this advice, and I think it was brilliant advice. He said, what you should do is you should really lock in and grind for the next 2 months. But listen, we're headed into the holiday season. People aren't really going to be, they're going to be with family. They got a lot of other stuff going on. But early 2026 is our opportunity. And I was like, yeah, that is like really well said. So, we now have, these goals, and the goals are January 1st of 2026 is when we are really going to start pushing 2 things super, super hard. So first of all, ViewCreator 2.0 is what I'm calling it, okay? So as you guys know, we've been working on ViewCreator since day 20 of this series, which means we've been working on it for about 2 months now, okay? And, ViewCreator started out as a platform where you had, it was very simple, right? You had AI tools. You had some AI tools for creating content, right? But now there's an extra layer of this, right? Where ViewCreator 1.0 differs from ViewCreator 2.0 is that ViewCreator 2.0 has integrations with X, with TikTok, with Instagram, with Facebook, and with YouTube. So these AI tools that we built that were on the platform, which were useful, are now going to get an additional layer closer to the actual, it's not even going to be an additional layer. It's literally like moving from this all the way over here, because now we're going to have AI tools that integrate directly with all of these platforms, so that ViewCreator becomes this all-encompassing platform where you don't need to even have, 2 things open. All you need to do is you need to have a ViewCreator subscription, and the subscription is going to be literally like $400 a month. And businesses are going to pay for it, and creators are going to pay for it. And basically, we're going to make a ton of money. So that's ViewCreator 2.0. And you have to know that with this verification process, like, hey, I think that we can actually get TikTok and X integrated today. Okay? That is going to be our 2 main goals. We are going to get X and TikTok integrated today. If possible, we're going to do everything that we can. But once we do that, that means that we have Facebook integrated, it means we have Instagram integrated, it means we have YouTube integrated, it means we have X integrated, it means we have TikTok integrated. And then it becomes, okay, now what we need to do is we're going to have to actually get verified. So this is going to be the code is now working in development on like all my testing related accounts, because you can easily set up developer accounts associated on all these different platforms, and then you can integrate with them, which is what we've done, and why you guys are seeing the product locally work so well, is because I've set them up with my accounts, right? Like if I go over to, connected accounts down here, or connect socials, these accounts are all test accounts that are actually enabled, in my developer account. I'm able to create these, okay? So, I'm able to set these up, but when I push this to production, the app is not yet verified or published. So there is actually like the gap between this and this. You know what it reminds me of, guys? It reminds me of getting approval on the App Store. Like you can get your app working, right? But if you guys remember Goalpost, it takes some time to actually get it approved so that you can then submit it to prod. Okay, so over the next, I expect it to take maybe 1 month. 1 month. So the distance between these two in this one, from getting code working in dev to actually getting approved in prod working across all these different platforms, is probably going to take about 1 month to 2 months. Okay, so that kind of lines up with our January 1st launch date for ViewCreator 2.0. Is that once we actually get these platforms working, then we'll be able to launch ViewCreator 2.0, and we'll be able to put significant amounts of money behind it for marketing, and we'll be able to use ViewCreator for marketing purposes itself. And then also January 1st, we want to launch the Vibe Academy. This is going to be big. Obviously, we have a massive community of Vibe coders, and I think that we can actually build a competitor to Codecademy that fully believes in AI tools as the future of coding, which I do. So, big stuff that's going to happen today. Let's get TikTok integrated. Let's get X integrated. Let's solve some ViewCreator bugs. Let's push prod. Let's see if we can get the hackathon sorted out and tally the winners and get everybody paid out. But I'm going to use the restroom real quick, and then we're going to lock in and actually get TikTok and X integrated today. So if you guys haven't already liked and subscribed, make sure you do so because it's going to be a good one today. Let's go. All right, guys, let's get it. Let's go. All right, fooled by primes, let's go. Let's lock in. Hypertech, let's go. Zyam said, loving the setup, thank you. Linux, let's go. Thank you, Linux. All right, guys, so let's get into it. Let's just dive right in. Hey, let's not worry about, let's do sole focus, okay? Sole focus on TikTok, okay? We're just gonna totally focus in on the TikTok integration, okay? That's all we're gonna worry about. So the first thing that we're gonna do is let's add the TikTok API. There is literally a TikTok API integration somewhere in here. TikTok API integration. Where is it? API integration plan. Review the plan in depth and tell me the exact env vars that are needed for this setup. Note that you should not actually look in my env file and only just tell me which envs are needed for the TikTok integration, and then assist me in walking me through the setup on my end for a TikTok developer account and everything I need to do what needs to be done to get this integration working. Okay, let's bring it out. Let's bring it out down the desk. Let's lock in. Okay, so I'm going to pull up Google Chrome on my other monitor, and we're going to go directly to the TikTok developer portal. TikTok developer. So all you have to do is TikTok developer, developers.tiktok, explore, and then I actually already have, so my apps. So if I go to manage apps, I can now, connect an app. Okay, so I'm going to do this on my end. There is going to be some sensitive stuff. So I just want to also kind of walk through on the left here. So here are all the env vars that we know that we're going to need. Okay, so the TikTok client secret, the TikTok client key, the TikTok client secret, the TikTok redirect URI, auth base URL. I mean, these are optional. We don't really need these, but these three. So we know that we're going to need to get this, and this. So pretty simple from that perspective. And then, okay, so it says go to developers. So enroll in the content posting API sandbox first. Okay, so let's drop this in. Okay, so I just signed up for an account as a TikTok developer. Now, what do I do next? Because I have no idea. I've never done this before. Jesse said, let's get TikTok set up and running. Yep, let's do it. Let's do it, Jesse. Desad said, my dude, tell us your absolute favorite coding LLM so far from your experience, and can you speak on your prior coding knowledge? Yeah, I talk about this very often. I get the question asked a lot. First of all, my favorite coding LLM, it's not the actual LLM, it's the tool. I think that Cursor is probably very, very far ahead in my book on vibe coding as a tool. So Cursor is certainly my favorite. And then I would say that from the perspective of my coding experience, so I started programming in Python as a teenager when I was 17. And then I got super into it when I was in college. I actually dropped out of college. I was a finance major at Purdue, and I dropped out. But I think the past 3 years, I have like over 10,000 commits, or close to that. So over the past 3 years, I've definitely done a lot. Max, welcome back. Okay, so create an app. So it says connect an app. I clicked connect an app, and here's what I got. Should I set up an organization? Probably set up an organization. And then also there's somebody in our community, Brother Codes. I don't know if he's here today, but he actually said, he did mention that, he said that like TikTok was really hard to get approved for, which would make sense. I think that TikTok takes like botting really seriously, or they just like are very, very careful with it. So maybe he could, if he's here, he could share a little bit more about that. But just said you're kind of a legend, bro. I love your energy. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Okay, yeah, so you don't need an organization to start. Pick an image to create a sandbox app quickly. You can later create an organization, make a new app under it for production, then rotate your EMV errors to the new creds. I feel like that's not playing near-term production review. Org verification helps. I feel like it would be best to do an organization. I don't think it's that hard to create an organization, so. I'll just create an organization real quick and then... Oh, that was easy. It literally took 2 seconds. All right, so now I created an organization. All right, now let's let it know that we created an organization. I just created this new organization. Note that I do not want you to output any IDs or secrets in our conversation, as this conversation is visible to other people. Note this going forward. Max said just had some mac and cheese and now have a Bakewell tart. Let's go. Ragul, how's it going? Welcome. Do I take any caffeine? Yeah, I do drink caffeine. Zion said, what are the skill sets you are looking for in the resume? Honestly, I don't have like any, I just will say I know it when I see it. All right, so just be honest, be authentic about who you are, where you've come from. And, you know, I will use the resume as a filter. But the biggest filter is just going to be the private conversations that I have with each of you. I definitely go off of gut. There are, you know, when I have a conversation with somebody, I can just have a gut feeling, and I definitely trust my gut, as an entrepreneur a lot. So, okay, so go to connect an app. Okay. Let's see here. Valentine asks, what are you up to? Right now, we're setting up the TikTok API integration. So as you can see here, we have the YouTube API hooked up, the Instagram API hooked up, the Facebook API hooked up, and now we just have TikTok and X remaining. And really what I want to do is I want to make it so I don't have to worry about actually coding any of this anymore, and we can just fully focus on, I want to fully focus on the verification process, because I think that's going to be a headache, to be honest. I think it's going to be a headache. Max said using Grok Code right now, and it's not that bad for small tasks. Yeah, Grok Code's pretty good. It's like really fast, isn't it? Okay, so I already have the credentials and stuff. All I have to do is I have to get the app icon. And guys, I will say I will probably be doing like interviews and stuff all week, and having conversations. So based off of the resumes, like if I go and I'm going to do a quick refresh just to see the resumes that I've already received. And also, one thing to note, like, I am the type of person where, you know, one person just off the top of my head is Code with Abdul. he has been a large participant in the Bridgemind hackathon and has already proved his ability. So I don't know if he's here right now, but I probably would say that, you know, Code with Abdul is the first person that's going to be getting an interview. Because I already am familiar with what his capabilities are. He found a bunch of bugs. He may even win the hackathon. I'm not sure. I think the results of the hackathon are probably going to be announced later tonight. And then I'm going to be doing the payouts on stream tomorrow. But, you know, it just like the way that I work is you got to earn opportunities, okay? In life and whatever you're doing, you have to earn opportunities. And you can't be that person that walks in a room with an arrogance and the belief that you deserve something. You have to kind of go into it knowing that, you know, hey, I'm going to earn this opportunity from whatever you're doing. I'm not just talking about with this, but just in general. Like, hey, that's my perspective. It's like, hey, by doing stuff like what Code with Abdul did, by participating in the hackathon and finding a bunch of bugs and just doing a great job on that, I already know that, hey, this is somebody that's probably like pretty capable. You know, and I'm just using that as an example because I think it is a good example of just, you know, when you are looking for, you know, positions and jobs, you know, just definitely something to remember. All right, so category of the app. Can I copy this? Yeah. What category should I select for the job? Oh, shoot. Oh, man. Okay, so chat, Extreme asked deadline of posting to the job. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if there's a deadline, but I will say that I'm probably looking to give people an opportunity sooner rather than later. So how I perceive it is I'm going to be doing a bunch of interviews this week, and you guys could be starting as soon as next week or even this week, honestly, you know, based off of, you know, how that goes. All right, hold up here. So it says photo and video. Is perfect English mandatory? English is going to be a big one. English is big. I worked with some Ukrainian developers in 2024, and one of them had really bad English, and it just totally, it was very, very difficult. It made it, I had to fire him. Because his English was just so bad. So I will say that definitely, just because I've had an experience with that before, that is going to be, you know, something that does matter. But yeah, here, you guys can actually see this. So right now, I'm just filling this out right now. Hypertech said he trusts his gut feeling. Just be sure you know what you're doing after the interview and you might be hired. Imperium, how's it going? Welcome. Good to see you, man. Max said you should add continue with Discord to sign in on ViewCreator. That's a good idea. All right, description. I mean, yeah, I mean, it's just... Write the description for me. Okay, let's see here. So Chris said, what's the speech tool you're using? This is Whisperflow. Harsh said, I'm a vibe coder and I made a live project, but I don't know how the code works. I only know how logic and flows work. Am I on the right track? So Harsh, I would just say that try and learn as you go. You know, I think one thing that vibe coding does is it takes out the requirement of having to know what's going on before. So it used to be you would have to like study up super hard and then like know exactly what you were doing, write all the code. And now it's a little bit different, but you need to know and understand what's going on, how it all works. Okay, it is very important. Zen Zoth said, if you are hiring people, how do you manage payroll and taxes? Any tool that you use? Yeah. So I haven't figured that out necessarily yet. So probably what it could end up looking like is, I mean, at Bright Choice we used, oh my gosh, ADP. Yeah, we just used ADP at Bright Choice. But, you know, I think how this is probably going to look is based off of that gut feeling. If I believe somebody could be capable, I'm probably at this point a little bit more inclined to give them an opportunity to, oh wow, so this is actually production here, and you can submit it for review right here. Oh, okay, so we actually don't want to do this. Okay, so you guys see what is happening here? So it says, so we're in production, and we actually want to start with sandbox. Sandbox name, ViewCreator. All right, so we're gonna create a sandbox first. So this is a sandbox. Okay, so production versus sandbox. Okay, know the difference. But sandbox, you don't have to get approval. Okay, that actually is very, very simple to understand. All right, so then same thing, right? I mean, we'll just do photo and video. And then for the description, Code of the Duel said, maybe in the future you could also add Discord to the connected Discord accounts for Discord management. Yeah, that's a good idea. All right, there, terms of service. Okay, boom, boom, platforms, web. Hypertext said getting some knowledge in TypeScript would be something that helps you guys ace it. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, there's gonna be no technical interviews or anything. I mean, you can either build or you can't, you know, and it's, you either can or you can't. It's pretty obvious once you get in, so. I linked the official website for your website or service. Go to ViewCreator. All right, products, add products, login kit. Okay. Oh wow, there are a lot of products. Hold up. Okay, so drop this in. Which products do I want to use here? Okay, VibeCut said add a caption section that you can change. For what? Harsh said, what are you cooking? So I'm working on ViewCreator. So for those of you that are just joining us or have not been following the journey up to this point, so we've built a all-in-one AI platform where content creators and brands are able to create viral content using AI. And up to this point, we've created something, it's an open beta with over 700 users, and we've essentially created ViewCreator 1.0. And I went over this on the whiteboard at the start of the stream if you missed it. But, you know, up to this point, we were creating AI tools, right? Just AI tools for content creation. But what we're doing now is ViewCreator 2.0, which is going to launch in early 2026, is it's an all-in-one platform where you're going to be able to completely automate social media management using AI agents. So we're now in the process of actually connecting all of these different APIs so that you are able to go from content ideation to content creation to actually scheduling and posting the created content. So we're going to be one of the first platforms to create this end-to-end integration and automation, and we're going to make millions of dollars. So, okay, login kit, add this first. Okay, so login kit is required. Boom, login kit. And then it said that next content posting. Okay, optional later. So just login kit and content posting API for now. Okay, so these two done. This is actually really nice. Vibe cuts, could you send me? I don't think that you've actually sent me those yet. you know, I'd like to see the clips because, as you guys know, I am hiring a video editor. So I'd like to see it. It'd be very interesting for me to see it. Extreme said, Matthew, yesterday I did submit a bunch of bugs. Are they reviewed or still to be reviewed, or is it over? So the hackathon is over. So there's no more need to submit any bugs to the hackathon. Everything is going to be calculated. And tonight, when I have time, I'm probably not going to get to it on stream just because we have to accomplish things on stream. But okay, login kit. Okay, so this is where we add the URIs, I think. Add up to 10 redirect URIs. Okay. Output the redirect URIs here. So what was I saying again? I was talking about, oh yeah, the hackathon. So for the hackathon, the awards are going to go out tomorrow. So probably tonight, the leaderboard is going to be finalized. I'm still working on some of the bugs. Just haven't had the time. I mean, I work around the clock. So I didn't have the time to get to it last night or this morning. So I'll be able to get to some bugs off stream. And then tonight, I'll probably have that leaderboard finalized. And then tomorrow, for those of you that have been participating in the hackathon, I will follow up with each of you. And you guys will receive your awards tomorrow. So as you guys know, first place I think is 250, then 150, then 100. So I'm excited for you guys to get your payouts. All right, we'll post. Extreme, yeah, they'll be calculated. Aperium said, are we using the TikTok API? Why? Sorry, I am off sometimes from stream. Yeah, so Aperium, as you know, we're integrating, if I go over here to Cursor, remember that we are integrating all of these APIs. Yep, J35 nailed it. Thank you, J35. All right, so directly post. Okay. Let's go, chat. If you guys have not already liked, subscribed, or joined the Discord, make sure you do so. Quick shout out to a few people who have joined the Discord today. As you guys know, every single day, the Bridgemind community gets bigger and bigger. It is incredible, you know, how much progress that we have made. If I go to, let me just pull up the Discord server real quick. Yeah, 721 members now. That's insane. We literally just crossed 700 at the very end of yesterday's stream. So it's like, if Bridgemind were a stock, we're up like 3% today, guys. That's insane. So if you guys haven't already joined the community, make sure you do so. There's plenty of opportunities and probably one of the best vibe coding communities on the internet right now. All right, turn on direct post, skip verified domains. We'll use push it via APIs up. Okay. Okay, it says don't worry about this, so just do direct post. And then scopes. So, I mean, I will say TikTok makes it really, really easy. I was expecting TikTok to be a little bit harder. Does anything need to be done here or no? J35 said, when is the IPO? I mean, it could, honestly. I mean, it's going to be an AI company. Like, Bridgemind is just going to be an AI company. It's like the parent company of all these different companies. It's going to be incredible. All right, so you're good here. No other scopes. So let's go back. Target users. Try out your sandbox with an authorized target account. So I'm going to have to connect. We'll connect the Bridgemind account, okay? So add account, I'm not going to show this. Yes, use this. No. Oh my gosh. Okay, yeah. That's cool. Yeah, thank you, Aperium. Aperium said this will be one of the best communities. Guys, just trust the process 100%. I mean, yeah, we are just getting started. Linux said like and sub and join the Discord. The vibes are strong with us. Yeah, 100% Linux. Okay. So it said that it has been added. It may take up to an hour to process. So let's apply the changes here. Redirect URI. Localhost is not supported? Ooh. Okay. Thank you, Mahadi. Yeah, you need to have a domain. Localhost won't work. Yeah, but that's crazy that localhost doesn't work. Linux is already a part of the team. Linux right now serves as the community manager. So as you guys know, the Bridgemind community is very, very important. And Linux has just done a fantastic job basically being the community manager. So he's already technically, you know, a part of that team. Okay, add these. Wow. So no longer localhost. They just shut it down, didn't they? They were like, yeah, nah. So we got to test this in prod. Interesting. Okay. Looks like we're going to be testing in prod today, guys. All right, well, that was pretty easy. We already got a sandbox set up. That was much, much easier than I thought it was going to be. Let's get stand up. Also, guys, push-ups. Push-ups. Who's done them yet today? I haven't done any. I already worked out this morning, but as you guys know, I'm always down to bust out like a 50 bomb or something. So you guys got like 1 minute, and then we're gonna bust out some push-ups. All right. Okay, so give me what were the MVVars needed again for this integration? Yeah, Neek, we can use the dev subdomain. I already have it in there, but I wanted to test it locally. I didn't even want to have to push code. Yeah, push up o'clock. Let's get it. All right, guys. What are we doing? We're doing 50? 50 bomb? Let's go. Let's go. I'm gonna open a window. Let's go. Let's go, chat. Wait, why is everybody saying ngrok? All right. All right, so the TikTok client key and the TikTok redirect URI. Okay. Simple enough. But what sucks is we're not going to be able to test this locally. Random stuff, they're good enough. HCL said that he smashed 160 push-ups and squats today. 20 push-ups every 30 minutes is easy. Yeah. ngrok is good for tunneling host to web. Oh, wow. Okay. All right. Yeah, I've never used ngrok before. Let's go, Jesse. Jesse did 30. All right, so I have these. So I'm now going to need to go to AWS and configure these in our environments. Okay. Okay. Linux said push-ups at work in front of a waiting client, a vibe. Did 43 this time before someone came in the shop. Let's go. Let's go, Linux. NS, let's get it. NS. Quick shout out to a few new members of the Discord. So big shout out to No Bane, Kwai Dang, Corey, Syntax, Paul G, Aquamarin, Harsh. Welcome to the community, guys. I'm so happy that you're here. Things are going good right now, guys. All right, so let me get into AWS real quick. J35 did 34. Let's go. PNK Sounds did 40. Nice. 1 minute break, each on 20. Nice. Wait, Abdul said you could test local before prod with ngrok. It just ports localhost. Wait. How could I use ngrok to test this locally? Because I wasn't able to use localhost. When is application review? What do you mean? What do you mean application review? There's so many things going on. What do you mean by that? All right, let's just see if it's possible. I'm not super familiar with it, so. Mahadi did 57. Let's go. Got the Bridgemind army training up. Oh, job application review. I'm going to do that privately. All right. How hard is ngrok? Random Stuff said ngrok just tunnels the local IP to the web, so if localhost is broken, it's not going to work or solve that problem. Oh, okay. Where am I in the project this far? Yeah, so we're at open beta, over 700 users, and we have a very strong vision for the product to be able to create an all-encompassing, all-in-one platform to be able to automate social media marketing. So right now, we're in the process of integrating with all these different APIs. Right now, we're working on TikTok, but very, very critical for us to actually, get this working. So let me go over to ECS and actually add our environment variables now. ngrok is quick. Danny, what's up? Danny said ngrok is straightforward. Set it up for my DGX Spark. Abdul said once install, like running dev, ngrok is quick. But guys, the issue is that I've never done it before. I have no idea how to do it, to be honest. How difficult is it? Like, could I do it in 5 minutes and would it solve my issue? Because somebody said that Random Stuff said it wouldn't solve our issue of not being able to have it on localhost. So let me know what you guys think. Because remember, we weren't able to add that, right? So. Okay, so the TikTok client key, the TikTok secret client key, and then the redirect URI. So I'm going to set these. All right, and the redirect URI. All right, so I just set those. So now we can update. Max, how did you create a free account? Because technically we didn't take it out. I just took it out of the pricing page as an option. It's still like is technically not deprecated. But how were you able to do that? So the TikTok integration plan. So now we actually need to build it. So now we have this all set up. So TikTok API integration plan. At Connect Socials page. And how we have connected the Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube already. I now need you to integrate TikTok respectively. Don't worry about the optional EMV vares. I did not set those. I did, however, set the other EMV vares. You now need to create a plan for us to fully integrate the TikTok API to be able to connect TikTok accounts just like we have with Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. And then I also need you to build a publishing service so that users can actually publish from ViewCreator to TikTok, just like we have done with Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook, respectively. All right. Study this in depth and create a plan. All right, now I'm going to add the ViewCreator API and the ViewCreator Creator UI and click plan. All right, so we're going to do a plan first on this one. I use Google to make an account. Oh, it defaults to free. Okay, I'll take a look at that. Thank you, Max. I mean, we can let there be a little bit of an Easter egg for the freeloaders. I'm still freeloader friendly. Okay. All right, let me launch another agent for this. Users are reporting that they can still sign up for a free plan by going to sign in page and choosing Google to sign in. This is essentially giving users a free plan. This is incorrect logic. Review this in depth and identify the source of this bug, as this is obviously incorrect logic. Review the code in depth and identify the bug and give me a diagnosis of what is happening and how we can fix it. All right, freeloaders, time's running out for you. All right, ASS caption, integrate this plan. All right, nice bug reported by user SQ5 in the chat. Appreciate it. We're actually going to launch an agent to fix that. He said, let me pull on my other monitor here. He said that there's a padding top or bottom issue for the pricing section for ViewCreator. Can't see simple, transparent pricing only when highlighted. So let's drop that in and fix. Actually, this is definitely an issue for Composer 1. All right, also, I feel like we should get started on the X API integration as well. Review the @X API integration plan. What env vars are needed for this integration? So let's actually get started on X. Yeah, that's the cursor LLM. Yeah, Composer is really good for small, quick fixes. So we're gonna get started on the X integration. So as you guys know, we also set up actually, this is the one that we haven't set up yet. So developer X, so let's go over here. So the developer portal. So for those of you that didn't know this, X is expensive, but yeah, Max. So Max said X is expensive though. Yes, so X is expensive. Your basic plan is gonna be $200 a month. So, that's quite a bit. But I'm pretty sure that we can just start with free, right? I mean, we can just start with free. It's almost like this is the sandbox. So this is the sandbox. I mean, let's drop this in as well. Okay. What are your thoughts on which plan I should get started with? Chat, if you guys are watching and haven't already liked and subscribed, make sure you do so. You know what's kind of funny is that for this poll that we have, 87% of you have said that you've liked the video, but we only have 45 likes. We have 80 people watching. So what's up with that, chat? Come on. Lion isn't healthy for you, chat. Jesse said, I gotta say something, chat. I'm not feeling very, very well recently, and I can't be here until the end. I'll be hanging around for a while here and grind for a bit later. Yeah, Jesse, take your time, man. Sorry you're not feeling well. Yeah. Abdul, that's what I'm thinking that we're gonna do. So it said start with basic. Wait, isn't the basic not free though? Oh. I mean, that's not really true though. That's saying basic if we were... I mean, what's really it's in testing the X API. I mean, obviously we're gonna use this one. All right, hold up. Oh, geez. Sign up for a free account. Help me write the information that's needed for data protection, and then yeah, just write that for me. PNK said, world needs to see what you're doing, man. Not even glazing. This is hyper AF locked in. Let's go. Thanks, man. Let's go. You know what's funny is somebody yesterday on the stream, I was streaming last night, and they were like, it kind of cracked me up. They were like, how much Adderall is this guy snorting? Which is like horrible to say, but it kind of did crack me up. I was like, okay, first of all, none, but it's kind of funny that you're saying that. No Adderall here, guys. Just vision, determination, and drive. All right. All right, so we are now in the developer portal. What do I think about Replit? I actually don't think it's that great. I know some of you guys have been sharing a little bit about like Lovable or Replit inside of the project sharing events, but I'm personally just not a big fan of it because it's more of like for people that aren't as technical. Okay. Okay, so I just created my account. Do not expose any IDs in the chat as people can see this chat, but what do I do now? Okay. I'm doing good today. Coffee is all we need. Coffee, yeah. Overnight Software Developer said, I was wondering if you were going to be paying for these API integrations. I'm guessing you are. Yeah, I mean, X is the most expensive one. Also, I think that we can now build this, right? So it said, so here's the 11 to do. So create TikTok module with controllers, services, DTO config, implement TikTok OAuth service, add API TikTok auth. Okay, implement TikTok API service, inject that. Yes, 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 yes. All right, cool. Build plan. All right, so what's next here? So open your app. All right. Permissions. Yeah, I want to expose the ID. Great. In 200 characters or less, output this. Yeah, it's to pay a trillion to good old Elon. I mean, he is literally going to have a bot army. Elon's going to have a crazy bot army. J35 said that his opinion is that lovable bolt are a good starting point when it's better to move to a better ID. Then it's better to move to it. Yeah, I think that's a good point. All right, so this is now building. We're working on the first to do here. All right, so I have my keys and tokens. I mean, honestly, all these APIs were actually easier to get set up than I initially anticipated, if I'm being completely honest. All right, so... Okay, so what are the EMVs needed again? EMVs, yeah, no. J35 said, I think Stripe still has the ViewCreator starter free plan, which needs to be removed too. Yeah. Neek said, if you want to save money, you need to code in your own IDE, not Bolt lovable replit. You end up paying more for tokens for same functionality that you get with Cursor at least. Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, Cursor's not cheap either. Yeah, Extreme. I've heard a lot of people that have said something similar to that about starting off with nreplit or Bolt, and then kind of like moving over. Okay. So three things. Where is the redirect? Okay. Okay. So I need to add these. So give me 1 second. I need to add these to my EMV vars. Geez, this project has a ton of EMVs. So I'm given an X, you guys can't see this, but in keys, I'm given an API key and an API key secret. So I'm assuming that those just, yeah, those So an API key, then an API key secret. And then the redirect URI. In the X dashboard, I don't see anywhere to go to put in the redirect URI. Where do I go for this? Review the screenshot. Yeah, I think that Cursor's way ahead of Windsurf at this point. I mean, Cursor's, with their agent editor, is just so far ahead. It's like hard to even make Windsurf make sense. I mean, I guess from a pricing perspective, but, you know, I don't know. Cursor's just so far ahead at this point, in my opinion. All right, user authentication settings. Projects and apps. Your project, click your app. Authentication methods. Overnight, I don't want to do that because it's because I'm on stream. Okay, that's interesting. User authentication settings. Oh, that's what I need to set up. Okay. Oh, got it. Okay, so here's what it looks like. Okay, I can actually show this. So yeah, so here's what I'm filling out right now. So app permissions. So this is your user authentication settings. So let's just now drop this in. What do I select here for the configuration? Yeah. Guys, if you're watching and you haven't already liked and subscribed, make sure you do so. Also, join the Bridgemind community. We officially have, wow, it's crazy, 725. Big shout out to X, Ico, and Rhinor. Welcome to the community. I'm glad that you guys are here. Just crazy growth that we're experiencing here. And I think it's because, hey, what we're doing at Bridgemind is it's a community of vibe coders, builders, and people that are actually working towards, actually building real world projects, and we're a community. And, I think that there's just so much value in that. I think that a lot of people, they may do something, similar, or they may have, some type of platform online, and, they just make it all about them, and they, profit off their audience. They get a bunch of sponsors, and they just turn into like a walking ad. And I just want you guys to know that that's not me. I'm not taking any money from sponsors. I've already rejected thousands of dollars from sponsors. I'm not interested in it. I don't want their money. I'm going to build my own company, and all the money that we make is going to be from the company, and we're going to take this thing to the next level. Let's see here. App permissions, request email from users. Do not select read and write. Select read and write. Do not select leave request. Okay, so it says leave this off. Type of app. Oh, obviously it's a freaking web app. All right, so here's the callback URI. So we need to add a couple of these. give me the callback URIs that must be added. Okay, no. So Dennis just asked a great question. He asked if it's not too private, what was your first startup that you did in college and how did it do? Yeah, so I think that's a great question. So in college, my first startup, technically, the first like legit startup where, you know, I had to actually set up an LLC and it was legit, like in a legit business that I had to invest money into and everything, was a company called My Influence Network. And My Influence Network was a platform where brands and influencers were able to connect. So as a influencer, you would be able to sign onto the platform and post like your rates for different types of content that you could be sponsor for, right? And then brands would sign up, and there was like AI analysis on the influencers for the brand side, and brands were able to contact the influencers. And yeah, I did that for probably about 6 months, but that company did fail. Yeah, it failed. Website URL. But, you know, it is funny because, you know, there's just so much success in failure, if you guys know what I mean. Cams, how's it going? Welcome back to the stream. Good to see you, man. Hope you're doing good. There's so much success in failure. And being able to actually get through it and learn. All right, so let's save this. I'm very happy I did not click that next button before I hid my screen because it just revealed my keys. I would have been like, hey, here are the auth keys, by the way, guys. All right, cool. Yes, I've saved them. All right, so we are now done with that. Okay, so we should now be able to move forward with this. Yeah, Dennis, of course. Chim, how's it going? Welcome. All right, so let's go over to Cursor. Let's get Cursor back up. Let's see how that TikTok API integration is going. It looks like it's done. So this plan is now complete. We have some errors in the API, but let's take a look. Oh, this actually is not even from that integration. It's from a different one. Wow, chat's going crazy. DevRealm says, does Cursor have a limit in auto mode? What do you mean, does it have a limit meaning what? Like, I usually don't use auto mode. I think WDN actually made a pretty good point about that. He said that, you know, is auto mode, who's it good for? Is it good for Cursor or is it good for you, right? And when I used auto mode, it just used a lot of Composer 1 when I saw it. Okay, so this caused an error, so I want this error to go away. There we go. Oh, looks like we have a circular dependency here. All right, TikTok API. Here, right? What was it? What was this one? Fix the circular dependency. Yeah, Danny said auto mode or routers in general are meant for the average user, not the power user, and it's important to keep in mind who benefits from you selecting that. 100%. Okay, perfect. Okay, nice. So it's saying, hey, the configuration key for the TikTok client doesn't actually exist, man. And that's perfect because we actually do need to add that. I didn't add it yet to development, so let's do that. Okay, so now we should be good. I just updated the envs. Let's see, let's do a reset here. npm run start dev. I think this should be good. Vanta step, yeah, so this is called vibe coding. So vibe coding is, and you know what's interesting is I actually, I have so for those of you that know, I just invested $25,000 into Bridgemind as of this morning, and I am now hiring a super team. And this is what I had a good definition. So a vibe coder is a next generation software engineer who seamlessly integrates AI tools into their development workflow. You don't just write code, you orchestrate AI assistants like Claude Cursor or other cutting edge tools to amplify your productivity 10x. You understand that the future of development isn't about memorizing syntax, but about creating problem solving creative problem solving and leveraging AI to build faster and better. So, that's what vibe coding is for anybody wondering. At least how I define it at Bridgemind. Okay, so can I now test this with TikTok? Well, the problem is we won't be able to test that until we get into production with that, right? But we could test X, right? Is this the X integration? Where's the X integration? This one here. Okay. Super Code Monkey, what's up? Hey, thanks for following me on LinkedIn, by the way, because I actually, when I set up the job on LinkedIn, to be able to set up the company page for Bridgemind, I needed the connection. I don't use like LinkedIn at all. I don't have any like personal social medias that I actually use for me. I like kind of being a little bit of a ghost, which is probably weird to hear because I do have, 7,000 followers like on Bridgemind, but I just don't like stuff related to me personally. Like, so I don't have a LinkedIn. I don't really have an Instagram, much that I keep up with. That makes sense. I now need you to actually program the integration so that users are able to connect their account on the Connect Socials page, as well as to be able to have tools associated with X, just like the Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok do, where users are able to publish posts to their X accounts from ViewCreator, review in depth, and create a plan to integrate this across the API and the front end. All right, so ViewCreator API, ViewCreator Create UI. Do the Connect Socials account. Review how this is done for Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok, and follow the same approach as they do. Create a plan first. All right, cool, plan. So we're gonna use plan on this. Aspiring AI engineer, yeah. Could I review your vibe coded project? So Anthony, as part of the Bridgemind community, what we do is every Sunday we have a project sharing event, and yeah, J35 beat me to it, but yeah, so you can join the Discord and you can actually participate in the upcoming project sharing event. So, every week it's crazy because the community is growing so fast that, I'm a big goal person, right? I'm very, very tied to goals and progress, and I'll keep a track of, I know that, okay, for the first project sharing event, the average of number of people during the event was like 22, right? And then this past Sunday, it was 32, okay? So that means it grew 33%, or whatever that is, 50%, I guess, because 22 to 32. So like a little bit less than that. So like 40%, 45% in 1 week, you know, and that's the type of pace that this community is growing at. So, you know, I think that a big thing that, you know, I shared during the project sharing event is that, you know, my goal is not to just continuously inflate Bridgemind, like in the sense of inflate myself. I want to build a community. And I think part of building a community is when the community helps each other, right? Where, you know, and I'll even like kind of like draw this up on the board because this is my perspective on it, okay? You have like two types of people that can do stuff, okay? So you can have something like this where, so let's say this is me, right? And I have an audience. And some people, they pour their audience, and what they want is they just want the audience to essentially pay them back, right? And they're like, I'm going to pour my time into the audience, and I just want the audience to pay me back. But my goal is I don't want the audience to pay me back. I want the audience, the community, to pour itself back into the community. I want you guys to actually engage so that the Bridgemind community grows. And I think that by doing things like project sharing, you know, it helps our community grow stronger because it takes the attention, you know, off of myself, because I already do all the live streaming. It takes that attention off of me, and that's actually what I want. I want the community to grow stronger, and I know for a fact that how you grow a community is you take the, you know, you stop doing this. This is bad, in my opinion, okay? This is bad. This is people that they just go for sponsors, they go for monetization off their audience. You know, that's not what I want. That's not the goal of what we're trying to do. Genuinely, what I want to do is I want to build the community. So what I want you guys to do is my ask of you guys that are in the community and a part of the community, pour into the community. Become a community, you know, engage with each other, you know, become stronger. I want this community to grow, and I'm pouring my time into the community. That's what I'm doing. I'm pouring my time into the community because I want the community to grow. And no, I'm not going to go for sponsors. I'm not going to go for monetization. My goal is the businesses, and I want to build the community. And I mean, I think that we're doing something right because this is probably one of the best vibe coding communities on the internet. Loopless said, these jobs posted are paid jobs, or how does that all work? Yep. So as you guys know, I did invest $25,000 into Bridgemind this morning, and I'm looking to build a super team of vibe coders, a vibe coding super team. All right, so let's now build this. And how are we doing on this here? Because what stinks is we're gonna have to test the TikTok integration like up in the cloud. Bar for bar, how's it going? Doing good. How are you? So many people just joined the Discord that we got a raid alert. Shout out to Tony, shout out to Tono, shout out to Agent Pophead. Welcome in, guys. Welcome to the community. I'm happy that you guys are here. 730. we just had so many people join. We got a raid alert. Wow. Thanks, guys. Welcome in. Okay, so I think that we will be able to test X locally, but not. Yeah, not the other one. Vanta Step, I've never seen you before, so this is your first time here, so maybe stick around for a while and you'll get to know me. All right. Do I use a monitor? Yeah, so this is my setup. This is setup. Teach Eat said, just sent you a message. Have a good rest of your stream. I'll keep watching while I work. Awesome. Yeah, I'll check out the message. Appreciate it. Let's go. Thanks, Hisham. PNK Sound said that the ultra wide being slightly off the edge of the desk terrifies me. What, you guys? I mean, guys, come on. It's physics, all right? Look, if I apply, I'm like, I was like looking at it and I was like, okay, I think I can apply pressure. If I apply pressure to this end, it's good, you know? So I know it's off the edge, but this thing is sturdy. This thing's sturdy. Imagine one day it does like topple over the edge on strain. That would be tragic. Supercode Monkey said, what are your expectations from your team member when you hire them? Yeah, so we're going to do two. My expectations is, like, how I hire is I just like to get a feel for the person, and I have a really strong gut feeling about people. So usually, it sounds weird, but usually just from an interaction, I can know what somebody's made of or not. So really my expectation is, I mean, hey, submit your resumes. Let me check them out. I will filter by the resume. But, you know, I will give a lot of people an opportunity to have a conversation. So, oh, yeah, with the candle as well, Max. Yeah, it'll be rough. Overnight, just asked, where is your Sunday night event or Sunday event posted? It's in the Discord, and I, like, send out a bunch of reminders. So don't worry about it until like, a little bit further into the week. Okay, let's see here. Neek said, more worried about the candle than the monitor. Yeah. Loopless said, I took an open source project and vibe coded lots of features. Will launch very soon. Final error fixing. It's cheaper version of WhisperFlow. Nice, man. That's awesome. Supercode Monkey said, what happened to your old setup? So I just moved my stuff to a different room in my house. Yeah, this is actually the room that I used when I was building Bright Choice, so it's kind of a little bit nostalgic for me. This is literally right where I used to grind in this room, so it's got good vibes here. What do you think of the new setup? You like it more or no? Danny said it's been deprecated like GPT 3.5, yeah. Anybody know when is Google Gemini coming out this week? What's going on? I was kind of hyping it up on X. I was like, Gemini 3.0. I think I saw something where it was supposed to come out like on the 12th, it said. But yeah, the LEDs are awesome. Oh, wow. Optic Code is open for early access. That's awesome. Last Sentinel said, good morning. Hope you are well. I just heard you say we had the second project showing yesterday and I missed it. I really like the first one. We'll be sure to join the next one. Let's go, Last Sentinel. We'll be happy to have you. Yeah, yesterday was insane. All right, J35, let me know what he says. Yeah, somebody needs to get on the horn with Sundar. Overnight said OpenRouter might have it as a stealth model. Yeah, I heard that there was one that people thought was GPT, 5.1? I think Dan said something about that. What was that model called again? All right, well, this is building. I'm going to use the restroom real quick. Hisham, it's project sharing in our community. Polaris Alpha has a lot of the same UI fingerprint of previous GPT projects I've done, but that's anecdotal. Okay, Polaris Alpha is the OpenRouter model then. Yeah, I knew that you had mentioned something about that, so. Okay, I think we're going to be able to test X locally, I believe. How's this plan doing? So that was the TikTok plan. What was this plan? X. Okay, this one's the X one. Also, how is this Claude? How's this Claude doing right here? Oh yeah, I totally forgot that was. My name's Matthew Hasham. Neek said that Polaris was not good. Remember when they released 4.5 and it was like super slow and terrible? Do you guys remember that? Like 4.5 was not even really like used. I remember when they released it and it was like terrible. You guys remember that model, 4.5? Like, honestly, OpenAI has not done a lot this year. When you really think about it, like, I know they released GPT-5, which was good, and it was released in, what, August? But, I mean, they used to... I hope we get a ship miss that's good, you know? J35 said that Sundar will be there for the next project showcase. He's going to be showcasing Gemini 3.0. Okay, good to know. Thanks for talking to him. Yeah, 4.0 was a game changer. Yeah. Eugenio said, love the idea, bro. Just sub. Thanks, man. Yeah, we need GPT-6 for sure. I mean, it will be interesting. I think the next layer of models probably will be very, very powerful. I mean, I think what they need to do is they need to package the intelligence. I mean, it's really like this. It's like, do you guys remember the difference between GPT-4 and GPT 3.5 is that GPT 3.5 was like super, super fast, but then GPT 4 was noticeably more intelligent, right? So, you know, what they need to do is they need to figure out how to package the thinking models to, even though that they are thinking models, to make them faster. I just remember thinking, if they can make a model that is as smart as GPT 4, that's as fast, because GPT-4, I don't know if you guys remember this, it used to be like lazy. Do Do you guys remember when they were like, I know it's been a little bit lazy recently, like GPT-4 would literally be outputting and then it would stop for a minute, and then it would keep going and then it would stop for a minute, and they called that it being lazy. It was like a huge bug basically. And in GPT-4o they said this has now been fixed, and it did get fixed. GPT-4o completely changed that. There was no more it being lazy. Also, GPT-4o it was a faster version of GPT-4, so it kind of was that blend. I remember GPT-4o was like a pretty substantial, GPT-4o was pretty substantial upgrade. But then Claude released 3.5. Was it Opus or was it Sonnet at the time? I think it was Opus first. They released Opus 3.5, and that was really good. And then they released that 3.5 Sonnet model, which is way faster and more intelligent, and that one was insane. And then a big game changer was also O1. PNK Sounds said the video editing in real time plus IDE-based interface in voice-based commands is where I see this going. What do you mean video editing in real time? Like for ViewCreator? J35 said, I think they need to work on speed more. Imagine GPT-5 or Opus with Composer speed. Yeah, exactly. I feel like we're in the exact same, place that we were, where we have this intelligent model that's just a little bit slow, right? So if they can figure out how to, fix that and make it so that, GPT-5 is as fast as Composer, I think that'll be very interesting. Fix this. All right, guys, we're gonna assume a new position. Watch this. You ready? I call this, I actually don't have a name for this position yet, but sometimes I like to kick the feet up on the desk. Got the mouse right here. Got Whisper Flow. Got the keyboard right here. Kick the feet up on the desk, and we're good. Hisham said, I don't think we're going to have reliable AI video editing features soon enough. Yeah, I mean, it's so interesting with the way that AI video and image gen is because, I truly do believe that we have not yet reached that threshold yet where video generation actually becomes mainstream. And the whole goal of ViewCreator is we're trying to get ahead of this. And we're trying to make it so that we have a platform so that when those tools are ready, when they're cheap, when they're fast, when they're of quality, that we will have the superior products. Review this and fix the circular dependency. Danny said, as a 10-year video professional, it's very hard to simulate the feel that is involved in high quality editing decisions. Is Augment fast? Overnight software developer said that's why he uses Augment. I didn't even know. I haven't tried Augment, but I have heard people talking about it a lot more. Vibecut said, what about AI editing? Yeah, definitely going to be big. I mean, AI editing, yeah, I mean, J35 said, all eyes on Google for now. Everyone is waiting for Gemini 3.0, Nano Banana 2.0. They might lose the hype if they delay it more. Yeah. Yeah, I think that Gemini 3.0 is probably going to be a game changer. I'm assuming that, it's Google, right? I mean, Danny said that he's bearish on AI editing. You're bearish? Why are you bearish? All right. So are we going to be able to connect this? Let's see. All right, hold on. I'm actually going to test this on my other monitor because I'll have to log in, I'm pretty sure. All right, let's go. Also, look how fire this looks now. I literally have platform tools at the top here. It's like a nav bar where you can go to any of them. Connect socials, the brand profiles. Okay, for anybody that hasn't seen this feature is insanely cracked. All right, watch this. All right, so for those of you that understand like what brand profiles are, we did this on, I don't even know what day we did this. Did we do this on Saturday? I don't even know what day we did this, but all I know is this is an insane feature that I want to demo to you guys. So brand profiles are very important on ViewCreator because brand profiles allow you to create a profile of your brand that can then be used across ViewCreator in your AI content generation processes, okay? So you have to fill out all of this information like brand voice, target audience, hashtags, description, brand name, you drop your logo in, but we made it, watch this. So I'm just gonna delete this. Oh, and like you connect your social links and you connect the actual accounts from connected accounts. But watch this, guys. This is insane. This is insane. All right, so I'm going to delete this, okay? So we're going to delete this brand profile. Oh, no, we lost all of our progress, right? Okay, watch this. Go to create, and then all you have to do is to just drop in the URL of your website, so bridgemind.ai, and all you have to do is click Generate with AI, and in seconds, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0... It goes to the website and it populates the entirety of the brand profile based off the website. And you can see it does the hashtags, it does the brand voice, it does the description. It even grabs your favicon. It does the description. And then you can just add your social accounts. But another cool thing is it literally gets the friggin' social URLs. So then you just click create and now you have that brand profile and you can use it across ViewCreator. It's insane. Big W's in the chat for that feature. That feature is going to be very, very demoable. But okay, so now you guys are not going to be able to see this, but let's go over to Connect Socials, and then I'm going to click Connect Account, and then I'm going to click X Account. Let's see what happens. So I get redirected to X here. So I just got redirected to X. Something went wrong. Okay, well, I'm sad. Oh, did I not reset this? All right, hold up. Yeah, somebody clip that. Yeah, we need more clippers. We need more clippers in the Bridgemind community, guys. All right, so connect accounts. I'm gonna try this again. Something went wrong. It is saying that something went wrong, but I don't see any logs or anything in the application, unfortunately. I mean, is the review this? What's going wrong here? Also, for people over on Twitch, I just want to say what's up. I'm trying to grow the Twitch platform a bit, but YouTube is obviously kind of where it's at. But there's 4 people over on Twitch. What's up? What's up to the Twitch gang? All right, we're standing up. Yeah, I think it probably is a redirect URI mismatch. That's what I thought it was as well, to be honest. See ya, Hisham. Have a good one. LCOSO, what's up? It's going good so far. All right, so what does it think it is? Ah, shoot. Okay. So it is a configuration problem here. Why Nest? Super familiar with it. I think it's very scalable. You can Dockerize it, put it in ECS. Pretty nice. Okay, so I'm gonna have to go back to the, hold on. Hold up here, guys. Here was the URL. Can you identify anything incorrect in the URL? Why does this work on the XOAuth service? Okay, so it gave me the, okay. Hold up here. Give me the correct environment variable to put in my env. Okay, so it looks like our redirect URI was incorrect, so, yeah, we should be able to get this. Let me go here. Man, I thought that was it. Is that not what we have? Okay. Apparently not. So I just updated the env. Let's see here if this is what the issue was. An incorrect redirect URI. Let's see. Also, if you guys are watching and have not already joined the Bridgemind community, there is a Discord link pinned in the chat and in the description down below. Make sure that you join the community. I think over 730 members now. All right, so let's try this again. I restarted. Gonna go to, so all you gotta do is you gotta go to connect socials, and then you click connect account, and you can pick between them here. In this case, I'm gonna pick X. Oh wow, okay, awesome. So it said untrusted developer. Okay, so I didn't see this before, so now it is working. So I just click authorize app. Let's freaking go, guys. Guys. Let's go. Let's go. All right, do you see this down here? So we now have our X account connected. This is huge. This is huge. All right, so guys, what did that even take? Like an hour? I mean, we technically got both TikTok and X. I'm pretty sure we're gonna have to test. I mean, I'm always a big fan of testing in production, as you guys know. But we'll test that in prod. PNK, yeah, GG's. W's in the chat for the X integration. So X, let's see if we actually go to platform tools here, though. Can we actually make a post? Okay, okay. On this page, I now need the ability to be able to publish and schedule posts, add in a tool where I can publish X posts to my X account, as well as review and respond to comments and engage with my audience. Yeah, Linux, big wins. Let's go. Revenue is at 1,313, Mr. Money. His name is Mr. Money in the chat. I like that. Mr. Money. Linux, can you check the management chat, please? I just saw your message. I'd like to... Yeah, thanks. All right, so we're gonna make it so that you can actually post now to X. Yeah, W's in the chat, let's go. Isaac said you may want to consider the API cost for people who use ViewCreator that have a lot of followers. Yeah, just what, that they get a lot of comments, essentially? Yeah, so I'm just gonna, like, to give you guys an example, so I have Opus Clip, right? And, you know, we're gonna compete against Opus Clip, but one thing that Opus Clip has is that they allow you to publish to X. But what's interesting is it doesn't cost credits to publish from Opus Clip to like YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, right? But they charge 1 credit for X. So even before I did this integration and learned more about the X API and how much it actually costed, I knew that it actually cost something, right? Because I knew that Opus Clip was charging credits for it. So we'll probably end up doing that. Yeah, Isaac Clow, actually really, shout out to Isaac Clow in the chat. He said thousands of comments could be expensive to get from the API and it's really hard to make them visible in terms of screen real estate. Yeah, I think we'll have to figure out a way around that. For now, it's not an issue, but I really like what you're thinking about, Isaac. Okay. Make sure that these tools are visible on this page here. I can't see these tools. Okay, let's see if the highlight generator is now working. So as you guys know, at the start of the stream, I kind of showed the highlight generator here and that it was something that we were going to be working on. So if I go to, you know, this new video here, let's see. I think that this is going to bug out and not work, but you know, what I was trying to do with Opus was I was trying to make it so that it actually clipped a little bit better. So I'm assuming that there could be some errors here, but let's just see. So it creates a job. It's able to download the video, create a job, and then it creates clips based off of long-form content from YouTube. So for content creators, for YouTubers, or for anybody trying to clip, this is going to be a very, very powerful tool. Yeah, exactly, overnight software developer. All right, let me see how many applications we have for the vibe coding position. Open up the... Dathuni, awesome. Let's go. Yeah, I see a lot of resumes in there. Lennox said it's going to be a great and wild ride. Hope everyone is sub, give a like, and maybe join the Discord. Thanks, Lennox. Yeah. All right, so this is what we created last time, and welcome back to another video. You can see the title of the video. So bad captions, not emphasizing. For a while now, but I just wanted to officially announce it to everybody. Also, all the clips are only 15 seconds. To share that I have personally. Okay, now here are the new ones. Oh, let's freaking go. Okay, guys. Okay, this is huge. This is huge. All right, so let's just do this one. Oh, let's do full screen. Wait, no, it's weird. It's weird in inside of Cursor. The Cursor browser does have like some limitations. That's all right, but all right, let's check this out. All right, so over here, let's go to Alright, if you are seeing this, ViewCreator is going to be a massive success. Live coding is the future. Post now. Alright, it said it posted. Alright, so let's see if it actually did post, right? Let's go! Let's go! Alright, we need to fix that up a little bit, but alright. So it does post, so we did get that fully working. Nice. If you're seeing this, ViewCreator is going to be a massive success. Vibe coding is the future. That's freaking sick. Alright. We need to improve the UI for sure, but for now it's fine. Alright, now let's go back and check out the video highlighting tool. So this here. So this one here, okay, so last time we saw this, the captions were not very good. And what we asked it to do is we asked it, okay, like every clip was only 15 seconds. So instead of like clipping actual moments that made sense and were awesome, it just clipped like a random 15-second clip that wasn't actually very good. But this now is clipping, you can see 20 seconds, 26 seconds, 27 seconds. And we'll see. Let's just take a look. Let's see what this looks like. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another video. You can see the title of the video, and captions. I've known that this was coming for a while now, but I just wanted to officially announce it to everybody in the Bridgemind community to share that I have personally invested an additional $25,000 into Bridgemind, and I am now. It's a good clip. Seen is that the growth trajectory. All right, so the captions are messed up. Yeah, Imperium said ViewCreator is now a billion-dollar company and has the capability to do it. Yeah, also, Imperium, I did see your resume in there, and I just want you to know that I'm definitely interested in having a conversation. I'll follow up with you in PMs, but yeah, there's a few of you that are already, just from the interactions that I've had, I know that are standouts. Like, for example, Code with Abdul, Imperium, you guys both found a bunch of bugs, and that just shows me that you guys know what you're doing, you know what to look for, and you guys are hardworking, and that you believe in the vision. So I'm definitely looking forward to having a conversation with you as well. Danny said, have you thought about a story orchestration agent to find the most relevant video highlights based on the transcript, logical story, and then render just those clips? Yeah, so I'm definitely interested in talking to you about that later, by the way, Danny, because, yeah, I mean, I think that this is one a little bit better, but let's check out this one. Factory of Bridgemind, you know, if I just go out and, you know, go back to when we really started this, which was in early. Also, one issue is it's not like changing it. It's like only fixing it's only centered. It's literally just centered. There's no tracking. There's no make the decision, hey, do I want to wait to hire on more people to the team, or do I want to do that now? And based on all the variables and the things that I'm seeing on my end, you know, with ViewCreator and what we've been able to accomplish, so it's just centered in the last few months with ViewCreator. Also, the captions are really messed up. we're going to be doing with Vibe Academy and Bridgemind.ai. There's just so much that needs. All right. Ah, shoot. So your updates with captions were a little bit better, but a big issue is that it's essentially duplicating captions. Like, you tried to emphasize the specific words, but things ended up getting duplicated. You can see from the screenshot that it says, like, you can see in that screenshot, it says so much that, and then just so much. It's duplicating lines of captions, and the emphasis isn't that great. Like, the effect on the video is not that great. So it's duplicating and it's not great. So review the logic and identify what the bug is that's causing this, and then patch it, fix it. Danny said, what's the prompt engineering look like there? I'm actually not sure. It's a black box right now, Danny. I haven't really looked at it. Let's dive into it though, yeah? I kind of want this to be a background task though for now. It definitely has gotten better though from last night. I started working on it again last night. So, also, if you guys are watching and haven't already liked and subscribed, make sure you do so. Right now, we're getting close to 100 likes. So if you guys haven't already liked the video, we're only a couple away. So make sure that you like the stream and subscribe if you haven't already. Join the Bridgemind community by joining the Discord. This community is growing every day, and we're headed somewhere truly remarkable. All right, let's get some Claude agents going here. I want to work with Claude Opus for a bit. Also, let's check our usage, yeah? How much does Parallel AI cost you? Is it just a research tool? I think that's a question for Danny. So we're good. We've got 26% usage for Opus. Let's use it. All right, so we're gonna get a ton of different Codex agents running here. Okay. How it works now. All right, so it said that it fixed it. It said it fixed it, guys. Let's test this. I feel like we're actually getting pretty close on this tool. I mean, we did get it. The YT DLP and getting that integrated was nice. So here's the original video. And then we can go here. Definitely, like, we need to make it so that it tracks what it's not doing right now. Like, we'll see how the captions, I feel like this rendition of captions could work really well. But there's a couple more things that we need to work on. One of those being, like, actual tracking so that the video is focused on the point of focus. So here's the last one. Hello everyone, and welcome back to another video. You can see the title of the video, and I've known that this was coming for a while now,
duplicate captions
but I just wanted to officially announce it to everybody in the Bridgemind community to share that I have personally invested an additional $25,000 into Bridgemind, and I am now... Alright, let's see what gets created this time. Alright, let's see if this is better. Hello everyone, and welcome back to another video. You can see the title of the video, and I've known that this was coming for a while now, but I just wanted to officially announce it to everybody in the Bridgemind community to share that I have personally... Alright, so now we need like face tracking, because this here, it needs to grow, and it needs to... we need to build a super team. A super team. I like that. Oops. Yeah, it's tracking words, but in a weird way, for sure. So, you know, Opus Clip, which is I've been using for a couple months now. You know, we had the video highlight tool in the pipeline for about like 6 weeks now. We hadn't polished it, but like, for example, here's what Opus Clips looks like. So I'm pretty sure this... And I've been using this for about 3 months. A Chinese model. And like something that I noticed that they have their captions really good, and very impressed. I mean, let's go back. But like something that's really cool that Opus Clip does is they make it so that the face, like the face here, you know, it's able to do like a top and bottom. So it knows how to do like cuts, which is really impressive. Abdul said also you could add a title creation that analyzes the highlight and creates a title based on that, like Opus Clip and Clap. Yeah, so what I'm going to be doing is based off of the transcript, you can create the title and the description and then auto post. So with Opus Clip, you know what I do is I click publish on social, and then it opens up my socials to be able to publish them there, right? But it auto-generates the descriptions. So it does that, and then you can do that there. So like that. So Opus Clip, you know, they have a feature very similar to this, but this is the only feature that they have, you know. So I've known for about 2 months now that this was in the pipeline. Let's see here. I mean, guys, I'm very, very impressed right now. What else could we test out? I don't know. I basically just told it, figure out how you can make it be better. Yeah, Opus Clip is worth hundreds of millions of dollars. They're a big company, though, at this point. I see their marketing all over the place. Alright, let's see what this does. Danny said this feels like a really heavy feature to orchestrate with consistent outcomes with how diverse the input content could be. What's the MVP of this? Optimized for just this type of streamer content? Honestly, Danny, I'm not sure. Like, I'm just trying to get to an MVP where I could drop in a video to have captions and to have face tracking to make some sort of short. I think ultimately you could build in like templates and stuff, but for now, I just kind of want to see what's possible. Yes. What's up, Jesse? Yeah, a ton of progress here. Maxiologies, how's it going? All right. see you, Danny. Interested to see how the emphasis comes out on this one. All right, sorry, chat, I'm a little bit behind. Overnight software developer said, I honestly didn't realize you could have 6 agents working on your code at once. What do you have all of them doing? Yeah, so what you can do is you can give all of them just different tasks in your code base. So if you have a large code base, you can give them different tasks. Okay, so here is the clips it generated. Let's see this one. I am a leader, and I believe in doing whatever it takes and being all in. So when I say super team, what I'm looking to do is I'm looking to build a team of people that share that mindset. And okay, man, that's like really off. I actually like the last one a little bit better. Okay. So I'm doing a couple different agent reviews right now because I want to push everything up to production. Honestly, this is not a feature that needs to be like done right now, right? Abdul said, sent you a research on how Opus splits the screen. Oh, Abdul. Code with Abdul. Honestly, okay, so Imperium. Code with Abdul, I'm going to send you a PM. All right, so guys, I'm gonna have to finish up the stream here in like the next like 15 to 30 minutes because I actually need to start having some conversations with different people that have applied to work at Bridgemind. So just a side note, but yeah. So my perspective is, you know, with everything that we're doing, with the capital that we now have, I'm ready to move on this, and I'm ready to start having conversations and you know, moving. So just a side note. So I'm launching a bunch of Codex agents right now to solve some bugs. Koali, what's up? Super cheap to run Codex. Codex is probably the most affordable. They have, just because GPT-5 is a very affordable model. Yeah, it's $20 a month, but I have the ChatGPT Pro plan. Kina, ViewCreator.ai, that's in open beta right now. So right now I'm kind of locked in on some bugs. As you guys can see, we are doing some bug hunting with a bunch of different Codex agents. That's what we're doing right now. Overnight software developer said the nice thing you have is that it's not in the cloud. A few months back, a guy I knew pushed the cloud stuff and it wasn't having it. I'm not a big fan of developing in the cloud. I mean, at some point you have to get your stuff online, right? Yeah, I get the Tom Holland thing a lot. Are you asked, he said, first time here, do you work on one project or multi? So right now the main focus is we've built an all-in-one platform for content creators and brands to be able to create viral content using AI. It's called ViewCreator, has over 700 users, and we're currently working on the improved version of this, which I call ViewCreator 2.0. It's where we take these AI tools that we've created and we then build an integration with all these different social media APIs so that it's literally, you can build automations. So you can look it up at viewcreator.ai and check it out. Yeah, self-reliance, that makes sense. Yeah, I mean, AWS is expensive, so. All right. Yeah. AWS was down and half the internet was gone. Very true. Overnight, I just make sure that nothing conflicts with each other. Like, for example, there was a bug that I almost submitted, but I knew that one of the agents was already working on it, so I knew, yeah, don't touch that one yet. It was like this one. All right, a lot of these are finishing up now. All right, taking some questions. Hamish asked, did you have coding experience before or self-taught? Yeah, so I've been programming since I was 17, and I got really into it when I was in college. I've been programming daily, on a daily basis, since 2022, so for about 3 years now. What inspired me? I saw a need for it in social media marketing is very difficult, and to be able to automate that process will be huge. So to be able to automate that is a very, very big deal. Yeah, right now I've got a bunch of Codex agents, PNK. Yeah, how do I prevent conflicts? No, I don't have a document or an orchestrator. I just know where they're at in the code base. So I kind of see, okay, where is this agent? When I submit this task, where is it going to go in the code base? And I just have to make sure that I don't give two agents two different tasks that are going to overlap each other, because that will cause problems. Living room PC, let's go. Yeah, so Tigrid, this is vibe coding, so this is programming with AI. So these are all going to be working on the brand profile. So I know that for a fact. Shoot. Do not worry about the SSH keys, as that is not actually attached to Git. Focus on this and fixing this. So this is like, just as an example. So, okay, so guys, this is a perfect example. Where is the agent that's working on that? It's this one. Okay, so watch this, guys. So, you know, I'm managing multiple, and this bug that I just dropped in also related to the agents page. So instead of dropping it in a separate agent that would conflict with this one, I just dropped that next prompt that's related to that same feature into that right there. All right, perfect. All right, so these are all in, are all working. So now I can just kind of lean back a little bit and manage them. Also, if you guys are watching, haven't already liked and subscribed, make sure you do so. JMD, so we've made ViewCreator.ai, so it has over 700 users. Right now we're solving some bugs that are in the application. So we have a bunch of Codex agents launched. Yeah, if you guys haven't already liked and subscribed, make sure you do so. And we also have a Discord community with over, I think it's 730 people now. So if you haven't already joined the community, make sure you do so. All right, so guys, as you guys know, I'm going to be doing some interviews with some people and having some conversations. So I'm actually going to end the stream here for now so I can overlook some resumes and everything, but very excited to have some conversations with all of you. So with that being said, have a good rest of your day. Thanks for tuning in. Make sure that you like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you guys